かしてないか？危なっかしいからな、あいつ。
だって見ていてやんなきゃって気持ちになるのよね。
What's up, man? Can you hear me? I won't have a Chromecast until tomorrow. It should have my mic on. All right. Well, this thing's not supposed to show any notifications. It's not supposed to show any notifications. I don't know how to turn all that stuff off. I'm a boomer with this thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, that's okay. That wasn't anything personal. I tried playing KOF All-Star and it runs just as bad as the emulator, and I can't play with touch controls. I'm playing through the phone right now because this doesn't do direct feed, and I didn't know that until I bought it. I didn't know that until I brought it back here and it didn't work, so I have to go return it. But my friend's going to give me a Chromecast tomorrow, so I should be able to do direct feed. And KOF is like unplayable with the touchscreen. It doesn't work with my controller. I've been playing it the past few days at my other job, and I can't get used to the touch controls. It makes the game feel a lot worse. I'm getting kind of burnt out on that game anyway, so it's no biggie. I've been playing this a lot, though. I've been playing this like all day. I had a really long hip today. Hienai Kyak.
みんな準備いいか。
殺撃日古剣。と。剣道滅か。
魔競技善を断ち切る光の波動貫けオプティックセブラー
Damn, Sophie going in. Doma Seetsan. Let's see what's good in here to buy. Judah's always been one of my favorite Tails characters in terms of gameplay. I hear she's pretty good in this one. Let's see, she's got... Oh, Luna Talon. Huh. What else does she have? Need that. I like how this game does events. It does it way better than a lot of other service games I've played. Like once a certain amount of time has passed, you can spend real money to buy a ticket and you can repeat the event whenever you want, which I think is really cool. You know, if you don't have a lot of time to play, you don't have that whole, fear of missing out. You don't have that whole fear of missing out that you get with like a lot of other service games. You know, they put out a big event, you don't have money or you don't have time or both. I think it's pretty awesome that this game lets you just repeat the event whenever you want. It was out in English, but it died because Namco didn't care. What stuff's in here? When I got my first smartphone is when that was like 4 years ago. That was my first smartphone, was the first one I had. And this game had just come out in English. And it ran at like 10 FPS because I had a real piece of shit phone. Real piece of shit phone. So I uninstalled it, and that ended up being a blessing in disguise, even though the gameplay was fun because it lasted like all of like 4 months, I think. And the last couple months, like, barely counted because they stopped updating it. It had DFO syndrome. They just like gave up on updating it. So it was the same thing that happened with DFO. They just like stopped updating it for months and then shut it down. It didn't last very long. It was less than a year, I know that much. There's really not much reading involved in this game. There's a wiki. There's a wiki with pretty much all the moves in the game and stuff, and their properties and things like that. You don't really need to read anything. It's like the opposite of like Pokemon. You know, playing like back when people used to play Pokemon games in Japanese because they came out faster. Remember, everyone got stuck on that tree in Gold and Silver. It was so easy to emulate the Game Boy. This game's not really like that, unless you care about the story, but story in service games is kind of not a very smart thing to care about, in my opinion. Good example is Tales of the Rays. The English version of this, they translated the story and everything, and then it died. Shit out of luck if you like reading it. I pretty much always skip cutscenes in service games. I generally would I'll give a story a chance, but in a game like this, There's no point. I'm not gonna lie. There's no point. Unless it's something like Final Fantasy XIV, where they put a lot of effort into the story, and you know that the game is successful enough to not shut down anytime soon. But stuff like this, it's like could die at any time. I'm not gonna sit here and watch all that crap. It's just a waste of time. Regal's fucking busted in this game. He's like way better than he was in the games he's from. Because his Hyogi, when it ends, you're right next to them. So you do his gotcha move, and that OTGs and restands. So you chain into that, and then you can keep comboing. It's like ridiculously broken. The past couple days, I've been working on leveling him up. He is like ridiculously broken. It's very satisfying. I think he's like the best martial artist in the game, out of the ones that I have at least. This might be a tough one. Yeah, this one's not happening. My dudes aren't strong enough yet. Actually, I might be able to salvage this. Might take a couple tries. This game's load times are killer, though. You make like an honest mistake in this game, and you got to sit through like a fuck ton of loading. Let's see who's best here. Probably Asbel. Asbel or Sophie. I think Sophie might be better. I don't know if Asbel's is multi-target. If I can get a couple of them dead and isolate a few of them, I think I might be able to clear this. I still need Judith's Hyogi and Higi. I don't have. I have one of the Higis. I don't have the other one. They don't let you just reset. It's got the same problem KOF All-Star does. You gotta sit through a metric ass ton of loading. The loading used to be even worse. Now it's somewhat tolerable. I might not be strong enough to do this. I don't think I am. I got pretty far, though. I got through most of this. Let's try the tower. Let's see if I can power up some more people first. All right, gotta pull up the wiki here. This is definitely a second monitor game. Or in this case, I guess you could call it single monitor. Yeah, I don't have her Hyogi yet. Okay, so the good shit is the Geppa Suijin Kyak and Luna Talon. Also, the rates in this game are really good. I just dropped $20 on this, and I got like a ridiculous amount of stuff. The way it works is the game is very generous. Gives you a lot of free stuff, but if you do spend money, you get like massively increased rates. It doesn't have like not as many cash packages as KOF does, but definitely get a better value for your money. It's pretty shocked. I got almost everything just from spending $20 for a game like this is pretty cool. All right, so I think I got some new people I can put in here. Make sure everybody's all decked out. Might have enough characters in here to finally clear this today. I always get to the end, and then the stupid elemental casters just destroy me. A lot of them aren't upgraded either, so they're kind of dead weights. They can't do much. I'm still at like the beginning of the game, so I don't have a lot of stuff to work with. Alright. I don't know who this guy is. He's from, like, one of the other phone games that didn't have real-time combat, so it was pointless. Fuck that, man. I mean, Tales with turn-based combat is, like, blasphemy. That's something that should not exist under any circumstance. Can't believe they made a turn-based Tales game. Like, come on now. Of all things to make a generic turn-based game out of, why Tales? Pretty jacked up, if you ask me. Just the thought of that angers me. Alright, let's see here. Well, hopefully that's enough. We'll see. Probably just need a couple more decked out characters. They don't have that many resources right now.
よし妥当だな。行くぜ。油断すんなよ。よし。
今開かれん。
This is gonna be idle until like 4:30.
よし楽勝だな。
ちゃっちゃと行こうよ。必殺アーシェイド。
やるな。
君結構やるじゃない。ちゃっちゃと行こうよ。必殺アーシェイド。
決まったぜ。よし楽勝だな。
ちゃっちゃと行こうよ。
次だ。
わお、大活躍のマッキー。なんてね。
Now angers me because he's the only Tails character with Tonfas, and he doesn't use them. Although, at least in this game, they did give him a Hyogi where he uses the damn Tonfas. I shouldn't be too harsh on Mao, though. He's a product of the time. At that time in the Tales series, they didn't put any effort into making mages actually fun to play. They were always just relegated to the AI playing them, or like your friend or significant other or whoever who didn't really like melee combat would play them to help you. That was the only purpose they had. Since then, they've gotten better at designing mages. There we go. Yeah, you're actually using your damn Tonfas, dude. It only took you like 17 years to do that. Game came out in like 2003, and I'm still pissed off at that. To this day, he's still the only Tails character that uses Tonfas. And he's a freaking mage, so it's wasted on him. Now they do a better job of designing mages so that they're not just standing back and casting, and even if they are, they have more interesting mechanics that allow them to do more than just stand back. They at least try to make them a little bit more balanced in terms of having melee moves, not being completely useless up close. See, does Mao actually have a melee move in this? You know, he might. They actually... Let's see here. Yeah, he actually does have some melee moves. I'm shocked. He has one melee move, which is more than he had. Yeah, get in there, Mao. You did something. Poor Mao. Why couldn't you have come out in, like, Vesperia or something? And you could have done something with those tantas. Mao's the definition of being born before his time. Sugohoji. Go ahead and pop Hyogi here. Bees can overwhelm me really quickly. Doma said-san. Yeah, Mao's hanging in there. He's made it 20 floors. Guess I'll grab some more stars. And keep him around as long as I can, even though he's not really doing much. Because he's not upgraded. Doing much. Because he's not upgraded. Bye, Mao. Made it 22 floors. Almost halfway. I might have a chance of clearing this time, but I think some of them aren't updated enough. By next week, if I keep playing this, I should be able to clear this pretty consistently. Yuri can pretty much go until the end. He has, like, all his best in slot gear. Yeah, kick some ass, Tight Tree. Just help this early. Try to get to at least like 30 or 35 with them. Got to be more liberal with using these. A lot of times you don't need to burn them on bosses. Mostly you can just like crowd control with them. I think pretty much all of them have multi-target ones. Good example right here. What's up, bro? Doma, say it, son. Genlozan. The classic fucking Ghost Wolf, man. One of the most broken moves. I think you have invincibility on it in this game too, like you did in Vesperia. Yuri's putting in work. He's gone over half A. Getting good mileage out of him. Soon the bullshit enemies are going to start spawning also, I gotta watch out. He's not going to last much longer, I think. Soray's pretty low as well. His team's kind of falling apart right now. I'm surprised Lloyd's lasted as long as he has. Alright, definitely going to pop one here. And keep Yuri alive as long as possible. He's like one of my strongest characters. This is not good. Pop it, pop it. Alright, that'll nuke them all. Yuri lives to see another day. Fucking Doma Sayedzan, man. So busted. It's like a full screen nuke. Yoso Rakabakushu. Let's go, Farah. Beat some ass. Farah's a beast, too. Senko Suijinga. A lot of people like the third one more, but the fourth one has better mechanics, but a lot of other things about it that aren't good. It's kind of subjective. I like playing 4 more because the mechanics are better, but a lot of the other aspects of 4 are very weak. Even if you're like a casual player and you just like the story, a lot of the characters don't have any relevance. Damn. Alright, Regal. It's your time to shine, dude. Get him off me. The 4 has really nice mechanics, but pacing and the story and stuff, there's a lot of padding in the game. But if you actually like the combat, I think it has a lot to offer. It's just, if you're a more casual player and you haven't played them before, 3 is definitely a better game. Alright, see if I can get the clear this time. Maybe I'll save Yuri for the end when this inevitably wipes. Yuri can just nuke everybody. Soryu Rengadan. Get him out of there. Damn casters. Ruining my run. Fuck, man. How did he die? I wish he had a round step in this game. Oh, thank you. Stuck with fucking Merity. Another product of her time. Can't do shit up close. Completely useless. This is going to be the end of it right here. Damn casters are so annoying. Magic spam. I gotta save Yuri for this. This is as far as I've gotten. It always falls apart here as these fuckers just keep spamming. Won't let me do anything. Yeah, Jude can't break their iron stance. Oh well. I wish this game had a round step so that it wasn't so easy to get, like, just surrounded like that. You can't do much. Actually, I wish this was just on console with buttons. It's like Radiant Mythology 4 before, but controls aren't as good because it's stuck on a phone. I feel like if I had a round step or something, situations like that would not happen as often, but it's a very common occurrence in this game. Especially if they're a real fat, like, wide character model. It's just, like, not much you can do. Alright, well. How's the quality been? Should be better tomorrow. My buddy sends me my, Chromecast. Oh well, if I deck out another couple characters, maybe in a few days I can clear it. It's like Yuri can go, he can almost solo the entire thing, but I don't really have any healers in my crew right now, so eventually he's gonna get worn down. He made it like, what, to like 35 or so? He made it like 3/4 of the way. And he's also privileged. He has a full screen Hyogi that's a nuke. So any of those nasty situations, he can just delete them completely. You don't even have to bother with them. A lot of the other characters I have like single target, or they have like really small hitbox. Let's try Judy. I think I'm gonna hop off. The rest of this is just gonna be boring auto mode. I won't even be playing. Try to get some more diamonds to deck out Regal and Judith. Where is she? Somewhere in this mess. It's not as much of a mess as my KOF. I have like hundreds of characters in that game, and this I only have a couple. Still got a lot of stuff to get for Judy, though. When I get paid from... When I get paid from my kitty sitting job tomorrow, I'll probably drop another 20. I've been enjoying playing this casually. Get boss, reaching kick.
遠慮なくする必要ないのよ。敵なんだから。
頼むぜジュディ。おいおい、もう終わりなのか。慎重に行こう。頼むぜジュディ。
Damn, freaking get boss, reaching kick. Get busted in this game. Wow.
背中は預けるわ、ユーリ。強くてごめん。
あ、行くよ。これからもその調子で頼むぜ。
Ugh.
頼むぜジュディ。
強くてごめん。痛くしないでね。
上々ってことだな。
痛くしないでね。
おいおい、もう。
Also, I pre-ordered Cyber Shadow today. That's going to be the next major thing I'm doing. That's not for another 10 days, so figure in the meantime I'll play this. My PS Plus on PS4 runs out in like 2 days, so I don't think I'll bother with Neo 2 past that point. Now, I've spent a lot on the channel this month. I don't know if I want to drop 15 bucks on that when PC port's so far away, so close, I mean. Especially as a content creator, I might have it like next week. In Horseshoe gets.
強くてごめん。
行くぞ。覚悟しろ。
English version died like 3 years ago, dude. That shit's been dead. It didn't even last a year. I don't even think it lasted 6 months. They put no effort into it. Generally, on this platform, the games that are the worst make the most money. The ones that have, like, no gameplay. And the ones like this, where you're actually not just rolling your face across the touchscreen. There's, like, actual gameplay involved. They don't do well. Big exception would be Honkai and Genshin Impact. Those games have actual gameplay. It's not just generic turn-based shit with flash animation. There's like thousands of those. There are some really good games on this platform. I was an avid hater of it for a long time. But being that I really like beat-em-ups and action MMOs and stuff, I was willing to give these games a chance. They would still be better if they were just on PC, but problem with mobile is anybody can make a game on there. And it really doesn't take much to make much money. Whereas something like this, where there's actual effort into gameplay and it's not just swiping your credit card and, you know, generic turn-based combat with no uniqueness to it. Stuff like this should stand out, but it doesn't. And they didn't put much effort into it. They were like, I think they were like a year behind. They were a year behind the Japanese version. The new one, the turn-based one, you get the updates at the same time. It's like KOF All-Star, which seems to be helping. But I still don't see the purpose of a turn-based Tales game. That's like, it's like King of Fighters being a visual novel or something. PSO2's got its own problems, though. PSO2 suffers from them trying to get through like almost a decade of content in a year. That's why I didn't play the English version of PSO2. I just stayed on the Japanese server because I have 8 years of experience with that game, and stuff gets power creeped way too quickly. It's like the endgame stuff that people were grinding for in the English version was supposed to last like over a year. But then on the English version, it lasts like 2 months. So it begs the question of why bother playing it. It's not as bad now. They're mostly caught up to Japan at this point, but when it started, I didn't see the point in playing. As soon as they said they were going to get through all the content in a year, which they actually have managed to do, they're probably like 75 to 80% done now, which is crazy. But it has the downside of grinding for stuff and then having it be completely obsolete. PSO2 has always had a really bad power creep problem. They have a lot of really cool, unique modes and stuff, but they never put much effort into actually making them relevant past the first few months that they're added. I actually don't like Genshin Impact. The gameplay's too limited for me. But the fact stands that it's an actual game. It's got a big open world. The combat kind of sucks from what I've seen. but it's got actual gameplay, which a lot of these games do not have. I don't even think a lot of these games even have graphics, because they're all just like generic anime, and then like it's all skeletal animation, which looks incredibly cheap. Ugh. PSO2 is probably good to jump into now, but when it came out in English, it's just like a joke. You've got episode 3 content and episode 6 balance, so everything died super fast. And then grinding for stuff that's irrelevant past the first month. I've never seen a service game catch up that quickly, though. Props to them, but the game doesn't really function at that point. So I played through every era of PSO2, pretty much since episode 1. Keep in mind, episode generally lasted about a year and a half to 2 years. So the fact that they went through that many episodes in like 10 months, they're literally speedrunning the game. There's a really good review about International PSO2 that brings up all these issues. Really insightful stuff from somebody who's also a veteran on that game. Alright, well, I think I'm done for now. It's like 1 in the morning. I've got another long shift at kitty sitting because my neighbor's brother is not there right now. I'll catch you guys later. I'll probably be on before my shift. Might play more of this or something. See you then.